What is this? Okay, good. It looks like I just milked nothing. I should probably not do that in town. Just like jack off in the town square. Hey, how's it going? Whoa, whoa! What the fuck is this? Got him! I've just been drifting around, being led by circumstances. No, that's not right. In Ave, you helped Bart when he needed it. I can't keep a fucking straight face, this awful writing. Drifting, kind of like me. Holy shit. Oh no! Oh, we're not quite dead yet. Don't worry though, I have a telescope equipped. The sprite tells me it's a lady, but the face tells me it's a man. Do that Dr. Girlfriend voice. Yesterday my stove caught on fire. I thought the whole house was gonna burn down. You, they're ugly, kid. Every kid is ugly.
What the? These aren't special in any way. There goes the potion! Oh!
It's a perfect fit. Oh! Ooh! Well, that's gonna be a problem. 24 people have died. We might not finish the campaign now. Oops. I never equipped the chainsaw. I never equipped the chainsaw! Oh my god. I didn't stab that man with a chainsaw. I just made chainsaw noises as I hit him with an axe. Holy fuck, I'm an idiot. Oh, he'll have the key for sure. Police! Nobody move! Like I kicked his knee bone or something.
Are you blind? What in God's... I mean, better luck next time.
Armor broken, what the fuck? Just kicked that boar and my clothes exploded. Arcanum.
Damn it. Stop. You totally fucked it up.
Well, you fucked me, dog. We're not getting in now. You blew it, old man. Holy shit, you blew it. Wow, and it's just his face. Oh. No. I can't take you seriously when your planet's called Choco. Welcome to Choco, keep your nose clean. Is your planet named after candy?
Spell shit in hindsight. That went pretty good. The hell is this? It says the sacrifice of fire is the gate to ruin. Place torch if you crave the void. Okay.
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
I fucked that up. A whole bunch.
Hey there, welcome back in, well,
We're not in Stickenheim, we're in Rockfield. Congratulations, Mayor just announced that our beautiful city won the Most Attractive City Award. You're welcome, random townsperson. Let's pause the flow of time here, because I really don't like to play at night. Get something around midday. So we finished... Well, we kind of finished. What the fuck's going on? I can't move. What in the world did I do? Lost my camera controls on the keyboard. This is probably your fault, right? Find it. Oh, this is not a good start at all. Good golly. Hopefully it'll come to me, but for now we'll just move the camera by panning to the edge of the screen. So we finished Rockfield for the most part. Some changes I want to make are... I want to add some bike lanes. Hey, Fat Cow. I want to add some bike lanes to hopefully make the city even more pedestrian friendly. So we're going to have to redo most of these roads, specifically these cobblestone roads. And I have an idea for this connection here to hopefully clean up the traffic in the city a little more, because right now the only way across the tracks is this one bridge, and I kind of want to keep it that way. I feel adding too many bridges would make the city look too busy, and I feel like several stone bridges in a town this size isn't realistic. We'll probably add some pedestrian pathways so people can cut across on foot, again to keep it more pedestrian friendly. But I gotta figure out why the fuck I can't move the damn camera with my mouse. What in the fuck? We were fine a moment ago. I think I'm just gonna reload it. This is infuriating, and I'm guessing it's because... Yeah, I think it's because I accidentally toggled find it right at the beginning, but it's... Wait, there's a U there. The city is not too big. Don't you start. But speaking of the city being too big, it's not. I turned off the smoke because a lot of these French buildings have chimneys, and I have a feeling that's the reason the game is running so bad. At the end there. Unfortunately, that means we're not going to have any smoke coming out of our industrial buildings, but we're transitioning to more green industries, like chopping down the trees and growing wheat. Which I think makes us the bad guy from Ferngully, but yeah, let's just relaunch this. I don't know what the fuck I did here. It's gotta be. I've done something to just, like, bind everything to find it. And I don't actually use find it. I regret installing it. I forget why I installed it. Let's just hope a reload unfucks it. Maybe it's because I switched computers after the game was already launched. I know a lot of games get mad if you move your mouse around. Because I only have the one mouse for my computers. I don't like a bunch of shit on my desk. So reloading the game, well, reloading the save didn't work, so now I'm just relaunching the entire game in the hopes that that fixes it. There, I did just have to relaunch the whole game. I don't know what I did. I either got trapped in Find It, or, yeah, unplugged the mouse at some point. Okay, so we're going to be doing a little bit of redecorating here in Rockfield before we cross the, well, I don't know, the gulch. Nah, it feels too small for a gulch. I don't get a gulch vibe from that. The tracks. Anyways, we need something with a bike lane, which I have something in mind because it comes with trees, right? Or is there one with trees and bikes? We have this one. It's got a divider so people can't drive into it, but people don't drive very fast in Rockfield. The speed limit's 40. Do I have something with trees on both sides? We don't need trees on both sides of the road because we have so much green space, but I think all we have access to is asymmetrical with trees, median with trees. Yeah, we have the protected bike lane with one tree, which will still look nice. It'll actually get a few less trees on the road, which might be an interesting aesthetic. Alright, we're here. 2-lane road with protected cycle lane and parking, and the median has trees. Alright, we want that lighter asphalt. We want the French double, which we already have apparently, and road tree 1. Perfect. And yeah, we're going to lose this cobblestone because we really need the bike lane. Because I think I think I mentioned this earlier, but I believe that bicycles have to go a lot slower on the sidewalk, so they usually elected not to do it, but they can if they want to. But the bike lane lets them go at full speed. And because of the nudging we've done, we should lose a few buildings here, unfortunately. Okay, oh, that's why it looks weird, because it's got the dedicated bus lane when we do that. And then we'll switch it, because we want the bike lane to kind of be consistent. This is pretty much the main intersection of the city, so we want to try and keep that pretty lean. And for that reason, I'm not going to put a bike lane here. I don't want people biking across the bridge. We can have a, we can build a pedestrian overpass like right here, make that bikes. And then we can also have one here-ish. I'm kind of tempted to have like a road cut across the tracks and have the city get a little closer to the tracks over here. But that might be a disaster. So let's hold off on that. Let's just keep going with this bike lane. You know what? I want the trees closer than 19. I want them like 9 or 8. 8. That's nice. Not that though. That's nice. So we still get a lot of greenery, but it's not hogging both sides of the street now. There we go. Look at that. And then, yeah, we'll put the bike path here. And then we'll put it here. So you're kind of staying with it. And then space already occupied, not for long. Gotcha. Huh. I think that's just because bus stops get upset when you change them. So that should correct itself in a moment, I think. And then... perfect. Ooh, that's a nice bend it makes. Yep, this one's also fucked up, so that was correct. Okay. The hell am I? Oh, I'm over here. City kind of blends together. I just knew that. I was like, the school's near the bridge, but I thought I was just by the bridge, but I wasn't. And then I have some plans for this too, actually, now that I am looking at it. But we will have a bike lane go out here. I have an idea for this. Let's just keep going here. That actually makes them upset because they lose a little bit of foliage on the other side of the street. Interesting. Then we'll have them on... we'll have them on this side so they can quickly get over here without going into traffic. So we'll do that. Then yeah, we have an asymmetrical with a bike lane, I'm pretty sure, so we'll do asymmetrical so they can turn onto the highway without taking up too much of the road. That looks good. That actually makes that road look a little too fanciful for being on the edge of town, but oh well. Painted bus line isn't the end of the world. Maybe they take public transport very seriously here in Rockfield, which I mean, they do. I'm doing it right now. Trying to reduce car traffic. Okay. Apparently we're on this side. So yeah, a little less green, but maybe it makes these roads feel a little less constricted that they're wider, even though it is a protected bicycle lane. That there. Perfect. Again, they don't go into traffic. That worked out. Am I missing any roads here? Have some roads here going up to the farm, don't we? Okay. That looks good, and then this is not terrible. Actually, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That, I think, is all the roads here in Rockfield. Let's get that asymmetrical with the bike lane. Where are you? I saw you somewhere. Where the fuck are you? Asymmetrical with grass, asymmetrical with bike lane. Not that bikes should be going onto the highway, but they will have the ability to merge directly into a median. Oh, I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure that's fine. And then a little road finagling here. Because there's really not a lot of development here, so we can just have the highway go right up to this this intersection, which, by the way, is going to be a three-way to help alleviate some congestion. Because I realize this slipway doesn't serve a purpose over here. We can put it over here, because they're just trying to get onto the highway to export, and when they're importing, they can come in, so they would go down the highway, and they would go straight through. This is actually another fucking deadly turn. I'm sure they'll figure it out. Yeah, they wind up on this, and then they would not go off that. Let's block heavy traffic. But they would come down here. They would avoid the subway station, but then they would just come here, and then that gets them out to the farm. Okay, so that works. Let's get that traffic blocked. No heavy traffic, and I don't want the bus cutting through either. This police station needs to go now. Get it off that main drag anyways. Let's put it over here. There we go. That's a nice opener. There. And then, can I... You know what? That's close enough. There's a hole here, but we don't need to do anything with it besides put some junipers in. Oh, auto default turns itself back on when you launch the game. Good to know. We have to be a little careful, actually, because it just dawned on me. Prop Anarchy was off. It just dawned on me that these buildings might level up and not line up anymore. You got some Skylines tips for me there, homie? So hopefully the bike lanes will encourage a lot more foot traffic. Speaking of, we've got some, well, not trouble, but some headaches I want to try and address. So I actually don't want people crossing here, because that'll make the cars hesitate when they see traffic, or sorry, when they see people. So what we can do instead is we take this and we make this a pedestrian overpass. And then actually, I don't want people biking across the bridge, so I suppose for the aesthetic of the bridge, we can keep this cobbled. Are you cobbled down there, or are you asphalt? No, you're asphalt. Well, whatever. This can stay cobbled. This is fine. And then we do want it to be a bike path, because there's not really... Well, they can... you know what? Yeah, we'll keep it a park path. I have anarchy and prop anarchies, just because it'll be a little tricky to get everything placed, because we need to turn off our snapping and our elevation force. You know what? You're right. I was looking at the roundabout tool later, and I did see that the cul-de-sac is in there. And then I've never really seen a cul-de-sac used in a European neighborhood, so I'm not sure how to incorporate it. I want to place this in a sense that we get the pillars, because sometimes, like that, if you use anarchy, it won't give you a support pillar, which is a shame, because I think it'll look rather sharp. There, that time we did. And then now... Don't you fucking dare. I saw that. Don't you fucking dare delete yourself.
Where we harp on the chordists and flout the flautists.
And then that is flush. And then these look like bad angles, but because we snap in 3-meter increments, we can actually lower this a little bit to accommodate the wiener. I mean, as long as it doesn't hit the Wienermobile, right? You're fine. You're golden. Now, unfortunately, this is the only way into the other part of the city, so we don't want... Ah, fucking Christ. I meant to slow it down and catch the Wienermobile, but I pressed the wrong button. A little bit higher is fine. And then, yeah, that's... Good luck taking this if you're in a wheelchair. Let's make it a little less ridiculous. There. So now, instead of cutting across this intersection, they'll go over here and take this pedestrian overpass. And then they can still walk along the bridge, which I'm okay with. As long as we get rid of these crosswalks, which unfortunately fucks up the texture, but people are slowing down the bridge because they're afraid of these pedestrians. So get rid of these. Also, it's used by trams. Well, it's used by subway trains. And I guess it looks kind of tramish, but... Yeah, it's just a subway train. It's not like a cargo train. There's maybe some cargo traffic along this one day once we get a good cargo network set up, which is a lot further away. And this is also commercial. We put commercial on the main streets, and then like these little cobbled alleys are residential. But yeah, I guess it's not too noisy. And I mean, really, the train will only come like maybe once every 5 or 6 hours, so it's not the end of the fucking world. I think that was everything I wanted to do. Oh no, wait, there was more. There was a little bit more, because now that we have this all highway, I want to make this town boundary a little fancier, and we can do that like so. With our friend the retaining walls from the entrance, remember them? They're back. Then like try to mirror it. It's snapping, which is why I'm building it nowhere near it for now. Because of the snapping, but once we have it placed, then we can do this. Maybe not right next to it, kind of close. So it's like a brick wall on the one side in case, you know, a cargo's fucking flying off the highway, and also to help with the noise, I'm sure. I hope. For some reason that made the middle one just do its own fucking thing. Okay. There, look, I think that's nice. That looks sharp. And then there's some foliage. And then because we moved the police station, we'll do the exact same thing over here. Let's get this manicured grass out of the way. Just a hedge, and then we'll line it with a retaining wall. Sidewalk. I think that looks really nice. The hard part will be lining it up to be about the same height as the one across the street. And for some reason I'm like hunched over and squinting as if that gives me extra perception of a video game. But there we go. And then you can even put some over here, but for now we'll just go with those 2 blocks because that's where the buildings are a little taller. So you can kind of see out your window in the highway, so like these are not the most ideal apartments. And if a guy is drunk on wine or whatever they drink in Stinkenheim and he slams into this, there's a retaining wall to kill him and save you. Common most of the season. Yeah, it's only weird, Goldberg, just because like I understand the seasonal worker thing, but like, these people literally live in Rockfield. Like, this is where he lives. I don't feel like driving out to the farm. I think I'll just live in that unair-conditioned hut for a couple weeks. That's a nice house, too. Obviously, he doesn't own the whole fucking thing, but he's probably got a little condo in there somewhere, very livable. Literally added a lot more green with these fucking bike lanes, though. So we've got those, and then we got this, and then this needs to actually be a one of these as well. So we'll lose a little bit there. But because it's a T intersection, that should help the flow quite a bit. I want a tree, though, because there's a little too much green space here now. Nope, that's the, that was the grass. There we go. And we'll just give him some bush cover. Maybe some rocks, because as somebody pointed out, there's nothing safer than slamming into a rock if you go off the road. I feel this is a terrible blind spot, but you'd be turning with traffic, so I think that's safe. I don't think you get yelled at for too long by an engineer. I'm sure he'd have some choice words for you, but it would be a short lecture. Can I get a smaller ground cover here? No. I want something dense, but tiny. That makes sense. There we go. There we go. Well, that's floating. That'll be our little secret. Fucking who am I kidding? Who am I fucking kidding? Get down there. There, that's better. That's a nice boundary. Let's deckle that up though. And a juniper. I see a bare wall. We have wall morality laws in this city. Where's that grass? And I actually have some cobblestone decals in here somewhere, and I'm kind of tempted to paint over our roads to help keep that historic look of the town, but I think it's going to be more trouble than it's worth. Maybe a forested back path. So they have a bus. They can take a bus into town. But you do make a good point. We can probably have something like this, because I want to add more farms. We can probably have this connect to here. And that sort of like loops off Earl's land. We can put some more farms in. We need to put in some more pastures. For animal products, which something I found out because I was curious. I can't remember if I said it out loud, but the pastures make the same amount of product as the factories. Like a pasture is as good as a milking parlor, and I couldn't figure out why. It's because the milking parlor employs more people. But if you're just interested in the raw resources and not your labor force, you could just build farms and pastures. And I'm a little interested in the labor force because we are trying to make Stenchburg redundant. But let's unpause it, which should. Well, we can't unpause it yet because we have no way to get out of town. Well, we do. It's just going to make this intersection a fucking nightmare. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this like one of these triangle interchanges. Now, how am I doing this? I just need to get you onto the highway. Because the assumption is you're exporting products from the farm and you're taking this exit. So it's just something like this. Okay, I think I can see it in my mind's eye now. So we're doing like this. So we're doing something like this, but then the problem is they have to do this awkward turn. So we'll give them another opportunity to do it here, which I would bend inwards. Fuck, it's too long. Chanks it up. Get out of here. Get out of here. But yeah, so you've got all your shit. And you're like, all right, I'm leaving the farm, but I'm not going to go through the city, so I'm going to turn here onto the highway. But then we also have people that were delivering things to the town that also need to leave. And I don't want them turning into traffic, so they would keep going. Ugh. Oh no, I okay, this is why. So one direction they go onto the highway, but the other direction is they go to the roundabout if they need to head into Stinkenheim. Okay, that's why it's a disconnection. So I actually want it to be a 2-lane highway because
you're listening to the classics.
Some of them then turn, and then it would be like a slip lane that follows the highway and then probably goes over to. Not the most ideal turn here, if we're being honest, but. Well, that's something. And I mean, we can landscape that. That's not terrible, right? You can have pretty wild turns on this. As an example, I downloaded some 3-way highway interchangers, which I guess are called, well, they can be called trumpets. And I was like, oh, this is perfect. I can replace this roundabout for Rockfield with a trumpet. And then I placed it, and it's bigger than Rockfield. highway design is just a space hog. It's an abomination. But yeah, so you're coming and then you go on to the I thought that said Ronin Highway, and I was like, fucking weirds. But so yeah, if you're leaving town south, you'd go here, and if you're leaving north, or if you're going through Stinkenheim, say to Stenchburg or Bigmouth Knoll, you would take this, and then that would get you back onto the roundabout. This is kind of messy, and then yeah, I need a way to get these people over to here without this gross turn. Which actually, it's not the grossest turn. Especially if we do something like this. And then I can show off another mod that we grabbed. Get this, fucking City Vitals always turns on by default. I should turn off City Vitals. I know a lot of people like City Vitals. I hate City Vitals. It's gaudy, and I'm forgetful, so I never use it anyways. Apparently electricity availability is in the danger zone. We should probably expand our electricity today, but not a concern right now. We're using the node controller mod, which I'm sure it does lots of things, but the coolest thing in my experience is we can widen the angle in the intersection so that cars will go into this a lot quicker, so they won't lose speed turning because it's not a 90-degree angle, which is a problem in places like Crowley Circle. If you remember this fucking drunk driving commercial waiting to happen. Just, oh my god. That's more than a 90 degree. It's terrible. Someone would be dead in real life, but that's not our problem. And because of this angle, I don't even think that the node selection tool will fix it, but it'll help for stuff like this, so you can get these wide turns. And then we just do a little intersection marking tool to tidy that up. And then I feel this is already pretty good, but let's give it a bit more of a wishbone shape. This one, we don't need to make everything bigger because only one guy's turning. We just need to make the blue bigger. There we go. And then before I forget, we will change his turn. And then this guy's he's kind of got his work cut out for him. We can also use this in roundabouts, because see, some of these roundabout angles are not generous enough. See, it's 12 meters. Let's double that to 24 meters, which fucks up the shoulder. But look at that. That's a much more generous turn. And it makes this really messy, but just blue again needs some wiggle room. Look at that. And again, 24 meters on the turns, which should help. We might need to finagle the lanes still, but I think 24 should help with the speed, which is good because this is already starting to... it's actually... gets roomy a little bit later. And then, yeah, intersection marking tool, I think, is Control L. I'm fucking having trouble keeping all my my hotkeys straight in my noggin. Dash, dash, and then I think this is gonna get... No, it's not terrible. It's kind of janky because of the sharp angle, but it's not the worst. That's not too bad at all. Like that almost looks like it belongs, except the shoulder cutting off. Same thing here. Because we have some pretty ugly roads. I have not been doing a lot of intersection marking, but it's hard to, well, it's not hard, it's easy. It's easy to get carried away with your intersection marking, and then when you finalize your traffic later, you have to do it all over again. And obviously my traffic isn't finalized, so that's why I drag my feet on the intersection marking tool a lot. Can I go to here? I really don't like this. But it's something, right? And then could we do like this? I don't like you can actually drive through this, so I shouldn't. But I like that. Sometimes you just gotta make a compromise for the aesthetics and just look away when cars drive right over it. Okay, solid, and then, hey, Rick. So that looks nice, and I'm going to name this Earl Circle because we're working on the lore of the city and by extension Rockfield. And someone commented last time the mayor's probably getting kickbacks from Big Juniper, which would probably be Earl, right? Because he lives out in the edge of town. He has all those farms. He might even also own the lumber mills once we build those. So maybe he's like a bit of a millionaire that's involved in the development of Rockfield, and he had this interchange built to make it easier to get into town. Earl Circle. Look at that. Unfortunately, I'm not super good with intersection marking tools, so I'm not sure how to do something like this and extend the shoulder. So there's some weird gaps there. Which, I mean, we might be able to mask. I keep forgetting to download them, because I'm pretty sure there is a mod that's those, like, water barrels that don't kill you. Because, yeah, we just put those there with, like, a guardrail. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, kind of this. A plastic barrel for water and other... You know what? Have I... This looks a little small. I think I have done this before and it looked like shit. So let's not do that. Earl Surl? Well, you know, that's just realism, because bureaucrats love to make mistakes. Circle. Good eyeballs, though. And then we'll tidy these up. And by these, I mean this one. Now, I think there's also some markings over by the farms that were broken by these on-ramps. Double solid. Yeah, I'm not actually sure what the markings are on this, though, when you merge into it. Because, like I said, I don't drive. Especially, because of COVID, I never really go anywhere. But even beforehand, I wasn't really, you know, out on the fucking highway every day, so I'm not really sure what it would be like. Would there be a dashed line coming in to let you know someone's going to enter your lane, or would there be just a marking over here that's like, hey, heads up, this guy on your fucking left-hand turn might slam into you, so watch it. Oh, this definitely needs a marking. Yeah, so maybe some of these highways and their markings are unrealistic, but that's just wild imaginings of a man that doesn't really go out. Again, that looks very nice, except this should be straight. That looks nice, and then we'll just landscape this, of course, because remember Earl's farm is in like an old forest that maybe he sold some of the land to the government to build this highway through, so his workers didn't have to drive all the way from Stinkenheim on, like, I don't know, some dangerous country roads, or they had to take the train. Okay. They are correcting themselves. The bus lanes are recognizing the roads are back. Perfect. Turn off anarchy for now. So these guys are hesitating. I don't like that. There's this pedestrian crossing, which I don't like. Yeah, they definitely drive over this relatively frequently, but I still think it looks nice. Okay, so where are we going, homie? He's going to the warehouse by Earl's farm. Let's watch his journey together. It's a livestock truck. He was delivering some hamburgers. So then we've got a nice... See, that used to be relatively busy, because that was a four-way. He has to drive slow, and he's making a bit of a ruckus, but we only have businesses on these main roads, so we shouldn't be pissing anybody off. I think this is gonna work. Get out of the fucking way, tourist. Man's driving a camper van out of his front door. Just life in Rockfield. Normally I'd have a merge lane. You're right, Dan. So you can do that, but because we use the special road that makes the Highway 1 road instead of traditionally you would have in City Skylines, your highways would look like this. It would be two separate roads, one way each, but we have them merged together into one. Just because because I don't take highways a lot, I just hate the look of them and I don't know how to design them, but we might have an asymmetrical one. A 3 and a 2. We have a 2 and a 1. We have a 3 and a 2 for a merging
I find
lane.
it's much more pleasing to listen to the sound that the drum produces when struck, rather than the manufacturing process or the equipment on which drums are made. Next
Wow,
thing you
a
know,
one-way with a
listening to
wide-hatched
flute
shoulder.
machines
Can
and
we do
oboe
this?
machines.
This is gonna fuck up all the
One
markings,
bit of
but can we do
modernity
this?
that we can do without.
We can. It doesn't
again,
help
the
at all.
This one.
That hatching did not match up with his friend. A 3-lane, which is a 2+1. No, we want a 3+2. We don't. We don't have a 3+2. That's a shame. Our highway traffic's relatively low, so we basically can just tell them to stay out of that lane, and it's just a temporary merging lane, and then it becomes, what, the passing lane again, technically, I think? Yeah, just because... Actually, he goes wherever the fuck he wants. That's a little dangerous. We might have to revisit that on-ramp later. You know what? I bet there's a crosswalk here because people are actually allowed to walk along country roads. So get this out of my way. Ah, I fucking knew it. Nice try, pedestrians. Oh, good lord, they drive in the dirt. Might not be playing nice with the node controller, or maybe he was told to drive down that road before I widen the turn. Because sometimes they have to finish their journey and things get fucking weird. Hey, this isn't marked. The country roads look kind of weird because they're much more faded, but... But, you know, maybe this is more paved, because this is new. Maybe Earl's estate arranged to have this put in, because I'm sure Earl's long fucking dead. And then... Can't really do the don't drive over this median thing here because there is a lane. I really wish I don't know how to fucking bisect. I think there is a way to bisect. Because if there is, we can bisect it, and then that's roughly the don't drive part. But again, I think I said this when we first started using intersection marking tool, I almost have no experience with it. But it does what I want it to. Ah, split into two. No. I don't know how to bisect the line. So we can bisect the point, but I don't know how to bisect the line. Oh well. Maybe I can add new nodes. I'll just have to look it up next time. I don't want to get too caught up with this. Good God, the sun's setting. Did I forget to... Uh-oh, did I fuck it up? Oh, thank God. There is a way to get your game in a state where you can never pause time with the ultimate eye candy mod. I don't know how I keep doing it, but it's fucking awful because I like to see the city at nighttime. I hate to build at nighttime. Well, hang on. We might be... I think we have to draw the line. Golden might be onto something here. If we do this... If... add rule. Add rule. Hello? So if we do add rule, that will bisect line. That'll create points when lines bisect. Fucking beautiful. And then I don't want this line anymore, so we'll delete it. Oh, nope. The filler's dependent on that. So instead, we go this one, and I actually don't want it to be filled at all. Pavement. Ooh, shark teeth. That's kind of neat. When would you use shark teeth? I don't drive. I want it to not be there. Dashed. So I want to keep the filler, but I don't want this to exist. Oh. There we go. Set the alpha to 0. Fucking beauty. Look at that. Consider yourself marked, intersection. Consider yourself marked. And look at this. Not a lot of congestion in the traffic. Yeah, most of the congestion I'm worried about is here. I thought I turned these crosswalks off. What are you doing? Who said you could go there? Me, because I forgot to turn that one off. And then we should probably have some... These are less important roads, so they can stop. Okay. These are the bikes crossing, not people. Which is a shame, but there's no way to stop it. Because we could flip this one, and then they wouldn't block traffic when they turn right, but then they would still have to cut across to get to here. So there's not a lot I can do to completely stop bike traffic, but man, fucking apparently everyone in this city had a bike, and they just didn't want to take it because it was too slow, because these guys are on a fucking adventure. He's a high school student. He's going home. Oliver Reed. Take me there. The upside is I don't think the cyclists block traffic as much as a pedestrian. So we can also, now that we're learning a little bit more about the marking tool, we can do stuff like this. Oh no, wait, I think this won't work. Because it doesn't... Yeah, okay, wait, we gotta go... There we go. This has to be a line as well, and then now it knows that it should be a curve. Yeah. And then we make this green-ish, right? Oh man, fucking have fun figuring out what color those bike lanes are though, my god. Normally I don't mind this kind of image manipulation shit, but it's gonna be a huge time sink. What I wouldn't give for an eyedropper tool. Doubly so because we would have to do this at every single intersection, so... Transparency there. And then how would we hide the crosswalk? We really wouldn't. Not sure how to do that. Oh, I can place my own crosswalk. Oh, so let's try this. There's a dash in that bike lane. Can I add a dash? I can. How do I make a crosswalk? There are no crosswalks at this intersection yet. Create a crosswalk. Hold shift. Neat. Look at that. So can I set this filler to be solid? Yes. Cool. Then we just line it up with the median. Man, I've probably tripled my intersection marking tool knowledge in the last 5 minutes. But that kinda looks like it belongs. Not quite, but pretty fucking close. And then we can come back to this and use that information as a template. Maybe I would do that between streams, otherwise we'll be here all fucking day, right? Copy. Oh, never mind. I would... Come on. Come on. That's pretty close. I pressed escape because I'm fucking dumb. I think the actual bike path has got a texture to it, so we're gonna get a little scene no matter what. Which, I'm fucking dumb, we can hide it with a line. That's not terrible. That's not terrible at all. If you really wanted to get complicated, we can even mark the bike lane connection. But let's not get carried away. That's a minor detail. Obviously, we're on the edge of town. But we learn a lot. Yeah, it does look... Thank you. Yeah, I might, when I'm bored, just do all those intersections one day between streams. Again, like I said, now that the traffic situation in Rockfield's starting to get finalized, we can do a lot more dress up like that. Again, speaking of... go. A little bit of a build-up here. What's going on, folks? Little bit of a build-up. It's not quite backed up onto the bridge, and some of this is just parking, but what the fuck happened there? Okay, so these guys are turning when they really shouldn't. Alright, that was weird. Looks like it cleaned itself up on its own. That. Got this. So now it should be a lot easier to export things. Huh, whoa. Is there a problem with the main way out of town? Elizabeth Smithson. Uneducated tourist, no fucking shit she didn't. This is for industrial traffic. Get out and don't come back. I wonder what the fuck she was visiting. Probably the parking lots, because remember those parking lots at the subway station are technically considered tourist attractions? Get the fuck out of here. Mostly a- whoa. Did you see that turn? That's supposed to be a smooth turn. Look at this fucking poor bastard. Whoa! It's supposed to be a smooth turn. It looks... doesn't... that looks smooth. I guess you're hitting it at like 100. Maybe it's this. It's a little hilly. Let's try our friend, the network toolkit. I want slopey. That didn't smooth it out at all. Well, I mean, it tried, but I was expecting it to try harder. I'm gonna say this is your fault. You know what? I don't like him taking that outside turn. I feel the inside turn will be less hair-raising. So let's stay in the inside lane, please. He still does it. It looks a little less exaggerated from that angle. Even, like, oh, come on now. I saw you take that turn. That should not fucking tip you over. He's exporting some agricultural products, though. Beep, beep. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Maybe it's the speed. Do you slow down on an on-ramp? Because they're hitting these things at full speed. Maybe I just should have people take them slower. So I really like how this turned out, but now we've basically lost all this land. That'll just be forest. So let's add some more farmland here. How's the power situation? This is... So these are actually not feeding the towns. We can get rid of these. Remember, like I said, the fields and the pastures generate just as much, but the factories let us employ more people. And Goldberg wanted that
The classics. Old music.
drunk immigrant
Old
road,
classics.
which would be this. I mean, it can't really be a footpath because that's a little too far for them, even with the bus. So probably have another little enclave of 6 or so. But let's get another country road. I kind of want to put a cargo station here one day, so let's try to leave this open, but... And we could make it a nice gentle curve, but that'll make it harder to place. Well, actually, you know what? We are going to make it a gentle curve, because this will be forested, and then maybe this is where the barracks would be, and then in here we can farm up. So, you want to go straight is the tip for these free forms. this. Something like this. It's not the worst. So I do really. I want that to be a nice Y intersection. There's our guideline, so now we can curve over. That looks pretty straight. There we go. So there's a nice curve, but it's actually a relatively straight road going down Garland. Garland. This is Heather Street. These fucking streets keep renaming themselves. Earl's goddamn grandchildren keep renaming everything on them. And then, yeah, like a road here. Gotta be a little careful with these intersections or people will not get anything done. I'm worried about our crop storage. Because this is full. And this is kind of full. Actually, apparently our crop storage is in good shape. Might want a little more, though, because we're going to have more fields. Can I call it Goldberg Boulevard? You know what? Why not? Well, it's a country road. Boulevard might be the right name. So yeah, they would finish shucking corn for the day and hitchhike into town. Maybe even take the subway into Stinkenheim and get really shit-faced. Because there would be a night commuter train. I'm gonna put a barn right. No, I'll put a large silo. I won't put a barn. Because we already have a barn in the field. We've unlocked large silos, though, which I think hold a fuckload. This holds 600,000. It's twice as good. Hence the name large. And then let's do a little clipping, which I hope will let it remain accessible, because now it looks like the same complex, which I really like. So that holds a shitload of grain. And then, I don't want this to be too sharp of a turn, remember, but we can use the network multi-tool for this. Alright, there's some road guidelines fucking me there. Yeah, we gotta fill this in as densely as we can while not making it look British, although I think traditionally farmland would be pretty British, like your land would be assigned by the lord and then later the government. Your homestead. I'm gonna do this, and then we can just do some country roads if we want to have like backfields. We also need pastures, remember. We need animal products to export for money because we're having some, well, we're not actually having tax trouble, but it's feast or famine with these industry plots. I like this, and we'll make this one sheep. So we have cows and sheep, wheat and corn. That's what we grow out here. I don't think I can fit anything here. This would be forested. I cannot. Let's get a large crop field. Holy shit. That's big. But because it's quiet, we can actually back this pretty much all the way into the city and near the church. That's nice. So you're really in the country here. I like that. Because then we can do this. That's a gigantic greenhouse. That wasn't my intention. we can do this. And then line that with smalls. This is a wheat field. I just like the look of the wheat fields. And then we shimmy it so it's much tighter with the dirt road, because this is the same farm. Obviously not, but we're pretending, right? We're pretending. And that guy, those houses are actually going to get lost to the country. Killed by the children of the wheat. Then I'll put a cornfield over here, just to break things up a little bit. It's actually a cotton farm, I believe, right there, but we have sheep for our clothes. So this is corn. Actually, can I paint you to be all gravel so you match the farmhouse? Because that would be really nice. You are... dirt? No, I think this is just the sidewalk. Oh! It's kind of nice, actually. It's got a curb. That's weird. Just gravel. Yeah, there's no way to make it truly match. It's not actually as dense as I would have liked, which is a shame. Some miscellaneous crops out here. Well, that was a fucking bad idea. Got a little upset with the terraforming. It's probably your fault. Also, this flour mill, we could probably build a second flour mill. I don't think the Rockfield flour mill is unique. Well, I mean, the Rockfield flour mill is unique because that's what I named it, but I think the flour mill is just a building. It's just a building. And I think flour is worth more, so we should build another one. This warehouse yards, yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out. Because now that we're making a little, well, not a lot more, but we're making more. We have to be more wary of where we put our storage. Basically, this little impromptu factory area. I think I want to have it back against this on-ramp. And then, yeah. We were working on Goldberg Boulevard, though, weren't we? Okay. Let's get a little baby sheep pasture so we can get... Again, we really didn't add a lot. We added one fucking pasture, which isn't a lot of animal products. So let's really sheep things up here. Kind of tempted to put not pigs. That's gonna smell. Kind of tempted to put like a little pedestrian overpass and make it look like that's for the sheep. You know what? I think I can do that. We would do it with gravel? No. We would do it with the zoo or the nature preserve. You're set to ground. Fucking caught ya. It's a little overgrown. I don't like that. Nature Preserve has the dirt on it. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Stop snapping. The sheep, of course, can't actually do this, but... we can pretend. Can't we? That'll be our little secret. That's the joy of the game. That looks really silly, and because we can't actually do that because of anarchy, never mind. I would like that. I would like that sort of wildlife overpass aesthetic, but I guess the farmer just has to throw them over the road when no cars are coming. Alright, sheep. Sheep! Perfect. And then there's some open space for... I suppose you wouldn't want them right next to the crops, would you? Fucking slippery rascals might get in there. And we can have some pastures here as well, I think. A little bit of noisiness, but we can just get it away from the houses here. Perfect. And then I think the production estimate is going to be a little low because it's not purely fertile land here. You can actually see the grass. That's how you know it's fertile. I think I also turned off grass to help Rockfield run a little bit better when we zoom in. So we only see the grass when it's fertile land. This will be more sheep. Keep the cows closer to the farmhouse. And then we can bulldoze these farms later, I suppose, if we do commit to a cargo station here. But for now, we'll put another farm. Growing wheat. And then we will just use move it so they match. Hopefully the terraforming doesn't go fucking wacky on us. Looks fine so far. There we go. Another farm. And this one's a little offset from the curve, so that looks nice. Some forest. Oh, right. We were going to put a place for the workers to live. Right. Just a straight line. This one could probably be a through. Farm Workers Barracks.
Hello again from the classics, the home of the flute.
That one won't snap. It won't be a through, because that really fucked up the zoning, so I had less room for the houses. This way. Because then they stumble down, and then there's less people turning off Goldberg. Try that. Oh, they really don't want to go there. I'm just shoving as many as I can. I can only fit in this many. Because if we use move it, they might get a little upset that they're not right next to a road. Should be okay though. Can I fit one more in? We're not gonna get 6, but I'd like to get a 5th. Ooh, it's gonna be right in there, but maybe, just maybe. perfect. And you just have to fucking listen to the cows all night while you sleep. No wonder they want to be drunk. Yeah, and then tree that up? Okay, okay. Crowley Way. Again, where the workers live. Downside is that if these guys bus into town, it's not the same bus stop. I gotta walk over here, although I guess that's kind of walkable. So that's okay. That's okay. So we added quite a bit. We added 3 pastures and we added a shitload of crops. I think that's enough. Let's get decorating. $276. It remembered how big it was. Thank you. Nope, that's the 276 is from something else. What the fuck did I have at 276? 4 seems fine. Yep, 4 is what it was. 474. I mean, I think you can end up living pretty close to a farm. So that seems kind of reasonable. The daffodil's almost right up next to it. But this is too close to the town, so I don't think we're going to put a windmill on that farmstead. And because this guy is a little away from the road, as we'll give him, it is all the way around. There we go. Although really maybe they should. Maybe these wind-blocking trees should go against the road as well. Because the wind comes from every direction, right? It's not like, oh, road, I can't go along that because I'm the wind. Wind can't talk, but he'd probably say something stupid like that. I don't think you're part of that farm. Really? Yep, that conifer tree's part of that farm. Now I look stupid. Make sure you remembered your settings. You did. Won't have him there though, because then it looks like this guy can get over there. Like this might be the original farm. Okay, getting all treed up. This one is one of those weird ones that doesn't have a road, so we'll have to just freestyle. I'm not sure where the car goes. We can kind of just keep an eye on this and see where the car parks. And that'll be the where we block it. So this guy's going to be open for the same reason. Alright, well now we wait. See where they park. Well, this is taking forever because they have to grow. Alright, change my mind. We'll just yell at the screen if they drive through the trees later. We'll just wing it, say there's a hole in the middle. go. Then we've just got conifers and alders. Is that a bird? I guess so. I feel maybe this wouldn't be too wooded. They probably would clear as much of it as they could for farmland, but I don't have any of those decorative farm plots. Like you just draw a dirt road and then paint the inside with a... I guess you'd paint it with surface painter, wouldn't you? Field. I actually do have one to make pretend farm fields. Oops. But I like this. I think there's better brush tools, but I don't have them. Always for a little variety. And then I suppose we should give the sheep pastures some trees to help them sort of fade into the forest a little, maybe? Oh, look at that. Almost looks real. Some fucking trees. Before we only gave the pastures like one tree, but we can make it kind of look like it's encroaching on the woodland. Oh, I actually didn't forest this, and this does need to be all landscape, pretty much. But no, because we were gonna try to shove the factory stuff over here by this rock. So we can landscape this part for sure. It's a shame I can't hide the fence, because then it would make it look a lot more like they just kind of chill out near the edge of the forest. But yeah, this is all forested. We're giving away a lot of land here, a lot of arable land, but I like the curves here, so I want to try to make it look natural. Natural, I don't even know if fucking alders are allowed to grow near conifers. I think it's pretty. We'll leave it at that. Gonna have some fucking terrain surveyor comment on this video 3 years later. So I got about 17 problems with your video here when you said you liked the farm. Let me start at the top. So this won't get terrain edited for now. I feel we could also really liven this up with some of those undergrowth bushes, but that's also a lot of props for maybe not a lot of benefit. Once we finish this up, I think I'm going to step away and go to the bathroom once we tree this place up. I had one person tell me that I probably need a ditch between the highway and the forest. I don't know if that's how it, I don't know what highways are like where you're from, assorted viewers, but in this part of Canada there is usually a ditch on the side of the highway before it becomes forest. But we've only done one side of the highway so far, so we can just shimmy the highway over and then dig the ditch. Couldn't we? Almost done. Yeah. Really filled out. How are we doing for noise pollution? Not too noisy, not too noisy. Here we'll put a windmill here, and that's the last of the windmills. I think that's actually the last windmill we need to drag over too. Yeah. So we were able to preserve all these. We do still have some pretty major power concerns, unfortunately. Apparently we've got water trouble. Not literally, just there's no pipes going to this interior area we'd created. Okay. Not a problem. Run this down Goldberg into the city, and then we loop this up to that. So that solves that problem. So the one problem is fucking the garbage trucks never get out here to the actual Earl farmhouse. And I don't know why, because the recycling center is in between the two. It's right in the center of Rockfield. Well, the greater Rockfield area, including the farmland. So now there might be some like logistical trouble with traffic, but I like the look of it. We're gonna have some brownouts while I step away here, but I do have to step away to go to the bathroom. So let's I don't want to put it on the cinematic camera because it's gonna like look at the bad part of Stinkenheim and the fucking highway. The cinematic camera picks some very uncinematic parts of the map to look at, but oh, hang on. Let's try to bring you a little bit over. Just so there's no empty spot. There we go. Whoops, I forgot to build alders over here. I guess we're not taking a bathroom break just yet. There. Nope, there's some here too. Because regardless of what we do with the factories, we did want to have some along the church. Now, if I had to go number 2, we wouldn't be planting trees still. I'd be long gone. Alright, maybe a little more diversity with the trees would have been better, but I just like the contrast with the light green and the dark green. Wood Grove. Lives up to its namesake. Look at that. And then over there in the distance, you can see Rockfield sort of climbing the hill. Although I'm really bad with elevation, as you've seen, so we're probably going to try to just stay near the train tracks where it's kind of flat, just like meander out this way, and then that's probably why we'll have to cross the tracks again. Although I do really like this one historic bridge. The bridge over here might be more modern, because this might be a more recent part of the city, but we'll still keep this nice, like, wall-to-wall brick architecture. Which reminds me, one last observation before I go and step away is, as these buildings level up, they might level up in a way that the juniper trees won't make sense anymore. That's just going to have to be a problem we'll worry about when it happens. Like, it's already happened right here. It's already happened right there. But such is life. So, I said we were going to move over to the other part of Rockfield. It's been 2 fucking hours, and we haven't even touched this place yet. We mostly fiddled with Wood Grove and some traffic cleanup, but I really like this. And I like that we learned a little bit about the marking tool, which was here. This is where we did it. Speaking of, let's actually get rid of those dashed lines, just because I think they look fucking fugly. By making you transparent, no one's the wiser. There. Very nice. Alright, we're gonna risk the cinematic camera. Hopefully it doesn't show too much dumb shit when I'm away in the bathroom, so enjoy the hopefully impressive view of my city. It's the fucking highway. Well, okay, that showed some rock field right as I came back. That's good. Fucking highways. Worst part of the cinematic camera. Wow, look at all this ugly traffic. It tried to show some fucking highway right at the end. Alright, so some brownouts in the other side of Rockfield, which we're going to address right now. I would like to get this cleaned up, but no. Although, a mental note for you, not for me, I'm incredibly fucking forgetful, is we can probably build another flour mill. Looks like we don't have trouble storing the flour, but we do have a bit of trouble making the flour, which is one flour mill. And that'll be worth more, and apparently that really helped our fucking output. $15,000 now, I'm guessing because we probably have enough crops to feed the animals, or maybe just animals are worth a lot more than crops. Let's just check the traffic here. Hot dog car cutting through, not sure why. Actually, I think I do know why. He probably had to pick up the meat. Alright, enough of that. Enough of that. Let's reinvent this other side of Rockfield here. Everything's looking good here. Yeah, look at this. There's no buildup. Although, I'm going to hold my breath because I have a feeling that... Nope, this isn't a disaster either. Wait a second. What is this? This is a perfect opportunity to round it out, which I think is going to fuck up the retaining wall, but we're going to go from 12 to 24, so they turn in a little bit quicker. That didn't break it as much as I thought it would. In fact, I don't think that breaks it. Well, technically this tree's planted in asphalt, but otherwise, I think we're going to keep it. Just so we don't waste a bunch of time redecorating things. Alright, nice clean, well, cleaner turn, I hope. Because they really fucking hesitate here. I don't like, what are you doing? Stop that. Is there a crosswalk? There's a cross, son of a bitch. Get in there. Go, 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 go. And then, right, we gave them fucking weird merging rules, so it's going to clog up right at the last second. But a trick there would be... Oh, Christ. Just don't get in each other's way, guys. Maybe they'll be less inclined to merge now that they can go wherever the fuck they want. No, they just... Everyone wants to be here, which is a shame, because I'd rather they get in and then merge later at their leisure. But it looks like it bought us a little bit of time. How are we doing on traffic flow? 81%. Again, I don't think we're going to really get to 85 as long as we don't go down to 75. If we're like 76 to 82%, I'm satisfied. Because we didn't really plan out any major traffic projects. We're winging it. This might be a problem eventually. Fucking tourists. Fucking tourists. It's always their fault. Is this the way to that park? They don't have parks in my city. Of course they have parks in your fucking city. I have such mediocre tourist attractions. What's going on here, fellas? Oh, I think I know what. What the fuck is there a crosswalk? Because you're hesitating like there's a crosswalk. There's the problem. This fucking dude. Tourist. The mods have really cleaned up this game. But definitely, if there's one thing they put in City Skylines 2, it is a better traffic model. And really, the traffic model is the most complicated part of your entire game. So I can understand why it's always a sore spot. because really most city builders devolve into a traffic management game. Like Sim Tower is eventually just about your traffic. Like the Caesar games are all about traffic management. But I mean, you can get pretty big cities even on console for City Skylines, which has no mods. So I feel the traffic simulation Skylines isn't bad, but it's not perfect. So it can fall apart when you design your city certain ways. So we've managed to shift a lot of our industrial capacity into Wood Grove and out of Stenchburg, which is good for, I don't know, like the aesthetics of the districts as we go forward. But the problem is now like a disproportionate amount of traffic comes from Rockfield, which really just like, there's a bit of farmland, but it's not a lot, not really to justify the amount of traffic coming out of it. All right, we're tidied up here. Yep, for now. 81%. Well, beggars can't be choosers. There's just some rough intersections that actually aren't rough. They're just the simulations. A little wary of them. Okay, so Rockfield on this side is all done for now. Rockfield on this side is where we're going. There's some nice shapes here. The blocks are admittedly a little smaller, but we also have a lot of 3x3 developments, which would probably hold more buildings if we do the 2x2s. There's a lot of houses over here. We gotta make this place really walkable. I don't like these dead-end streets now that we have this alley approach we do. We have an elementary school over here, and we have a medical clinic. Man, there's 2 elementary schools here then, because we built that embassy that doubles as a school. Man, I got a lot of illiterate idiot babies in my town. I feel I'll need to respect the topography here. These wall-to-wall buildings won't make any sense. I'm not sure. Alright, a clinic. That doesn't suit the theme of the town at all, so hopefully we'll find one. I think there might be a Parisian hospital. There's not, unfortunately. That's a real shame. We'll have to give them a new hospital, which is way too much healthcare, but we need health coverage. That's a shame. I should try to find some more themed buildings. That's a real shame. Alright, well first off, this right here we can probably benefit with an alley, and again, this keeps this road unzoned. Let's get cracking. There's a bus stop here, and it's right near an intersection, so that could be a problem. Again, we probably want snapping off for some nice organic-looking shapes. Oh, this is gonna be a fucking big one. That's all. This is a very large space. Pretty much all the way to here. That's a very large block, so we'll try to bisect it like here. There we go. That's a fucking big one though, but that adds a lot of living space. Okay. We do want to keep going this way, don't we? I like these blocks though. There's a lot of commercial demand, but I feel we don't need that much commercial on this side because it's, you know, it's already across the tracks. It's not near the subway station anymore. Let's get started with this though. I've been thinking about this. It's just so people have other ways to get across, because otherwise if you're walking, you either have to wait for the bus or you have to walk across the Heather Murray Bridge. And I want them to have some more options. So I'm going to do this. Anarchy. Unfortunately, Anarchy means that there's no pillar here, so you'll just have to use your imagination that it's a structurally sound walkway. Go. So you can stand here and wait for your train, or, you know, just cut across the tracks to the other part of Rockfield. That's probably good. It's a little roomy, actually, but... And then I want to lower it, but we're already touching the power cables for the cargo train, so there'd be some weird clipping trouble. So that's actually a rather tall walkway. But now you can get across, which is nice. So probably like to here would be commercial, and then over to here would be about it. The rest can be residential. I like that. I like this. You know what? I'm okay with this being right up against it, just because we might get a nice corner piece. Okay, then we've got this, and then we've got this. It's actually a lot of residential with nowhere to shop, but the bus is here. Just take the bus. You know what? And I feel a lot, because of the elevation trouble, is I feel a lot of this will stay low density. And then we want to expand this way, and then this might be more commercial if we can get across these tracks. But that's... It won't seem too dangerous right now because they just have to wait here, but eventually when there's cargo traffic, because that's 2 train stops you'll have to drive through, which might cause some trouble for cars that consider it to be the quickest route. Because sometimes they just do whatever the fuck they want. Get all commercial here. Just 2. You can't actually live there. It's a bridge. Fucking elevation, man. There's a lot of potential here if I can cut through at the right spots. It's actually a very dense street right there. I like that block. And then this is going to be the troublemaker. And then that's the bridge, and that's okay. I like that. That's actually pretty sharp. I like the fact that it's called the Taylor Finch Bridge. It's clearly just like a pedestrian ramp, but... and this would just be a walkway. Oops, what am I doing? We don't need to snap. Paths don't touch the road. Go. So there's that. There's a lot of like up and down, but I don't have a lot of west-east traversal capabilities, which we can fix with footpaths. That's nice. Bit of a T intersection. I'd rather just have a four-way with a pedestrian path, but since they don't cause traffic to get in your way. Well, I suppose if there's a crosswalk they do, but they don't create crosswalks, they just connect to the sidewalk. So we managed to shove a little bit of density in, but it looks like the shape of this place isn't going to change that much. Let's keep going on this east-west traversal. And that would need a crosswalk, but we don't have one. So we'll do this. We'll force a crosswalk with a an alley. Okay, so you can get around pretty easily over there. Seems like some open space. What am I doing in this area? That's fine. I can just be landscaping the bridge. Just like this. Actually, it's kind of dense near the bridge on this side. It's because we built that alley so close, which we could do, but no. Because we already have this like alley fucking superstructure. This needs to be alleyed up. Well, yeah, whatever. We can do these meandering apartment side streets, whatever. Except there's not enough room for fucking anything. Oops. Hey, man. So that's too dense. So this would be dense, and then this shit in the hills would be low, I think. So just a footpath. Not the best angle. Not the best zone right there, that's for sure. This is incredibly dense though. And then I feel I want this to... Let's try to get an alley in here. Oh, that's nice. That's very dense. And then we just get a path. Can I finagle one in here? No. No. So it's a bit of a pain to get from this side. Well, you can just walk right down the street, but... Oh, speaking of, these need to be bike paths. That's why that part looks a little ho-hum. Speaking of ho-hum, I missed some streets over here. Surely you must be joking. Shirley Jones. We actually want this. Should be like this. So it's a less aggressive turn. Except now it's a more aggressive turn over here. And it's not too aggressive, but this is a little aggressive. But the important thing is it's not aggressive on this worthless side street. Good thinking, me. Good thinking. But yeah, let's get this place biked up. I don't know if there's an actual rule of thumb for placing these bike paths. So I just try to put them in a way that they interfere with the intersections the least. Which on this side of Rockfield is easy, there's not a lot going on. The city's going well. Hey, I think the main city of Stinkenheim's doing quite shitty, all things considered, how much time we're spending on Rockfield, but Rockfield will give us a strong foundation. And then one day we might amalgamate this city with... Put it on that side. Might amalgamate this into Stinkenheim, and then this could all be urban sprawl along the hillside one day. That may be a long ways away. I'm really enjoying City Skylines, but there also might be some people that are like, go to the next fucking game, and I could just play this for like 50 streams, so it might be important to take a break, and then play a game, and then come back to cities again in between. Like a palate cleanser. Are we all bike pathed up over here, homies? We are not.
Old listeners.
Okay. So this is all done, but I did say we wanted to try and get over on this side a little bit more, even though we might not cross the tracks just yet, but I think we should try to... Give me that contour. Yeah, there we go. I fucking caught you, Hill, trying to fuck me. That'll be low density over there, and then again, we got a little alley development here. This will be landscaped. That's good enough. We don't want to get too far away. Make the town a... Actually, I kind of like the asymmetry here. That's sharp. I really like it from the air. Architectural style work. What the fuck is your problem, Professor Crybaby? It's too noisy. I'm sorry, your medieval brick mansion with beautiful trees all around it? The man in the ice cream car honks his horn too much sometimes. I swear to fucking God, I will bulldoze that house. They probably just need the hospital. Because we did, I'm pretty sure it was paused when I deleted that clinic, so he shouldn't be complaining, but... They do need an alley. Let's get their alley. This is a really primo spot for an alley, too. Can't get a good snap there, that's a shame, but... That's just an insane amount of real estate. Not here, though, that sucks. That can be green space, I guess. But that's a nice little block we managed to get in at the end. Okay. And now we're well, we're actually not landscaping. We landscape once people move in, but we're getting the houses... And then this will be a little deceptive because they're further from the train tracks, so they might not they might not complain about the noise until we get cargo. It's a very cohesive block right here. No breaks in the wall, so we should get some nice growables. And again in here. These blocks were a little looser, so we ended up getting some much roomier blocks with these alleys. Okay. A lot of dents. This is going to be a lot of people moving into Rockfield. They might fucking outnumber Stinkenheim soon. Did I say you're going to make this commercial as well? Might as well, right? Might as well. Just get a little more, just because we do have a lot of demand still. And then, unfortunately, I don't think I can do offices in this style. And I don't think I want to put offices. Even if they fit the style, I think offices are more the style of Stinkenheim. This is just... You either work in some old shoppy with a P and an E on the end, or you work on the farms. But I will make this commercial. Oh, no, you don't. Not that. That's not commercial, but we're... It's mostly people that live here, because I suppose this side would have been the original town, and then one day when the train came in, they built more houses and stuff. Once the farm took off and they were able to feed themselves more easily. And then, oh yeah, fucking good luck getting these to make sense. They might have just very sharp foundations, but I don't have high hopes for these being the high density wall-to-wall style. Hey there. Yep, this is gonna be... There's fucking no way these are gonna fit, but I gotta try. We built an alley. We might have to completely revisit this hill. Make it something else. Because I did not respect the terrain on this side of Rockfield. No, I did not. And you are not touching. How did I fuck that up? We'll worry about it later. It's because I upgraded the road. I upgraded the road and it deleted the ramp. We'll put a house there because I like that they walk right by the apartments. This won't be. This will be just suburbia. Okay, we're looking good over here. This can be suburbia as well. And then, yeah, this is a really nice, well, this isn't even a block. It's too dense, right? It'll be suburbia because it was too dense. You can't get a nice alley. And then that needs to move because I really want this to be a nice 2x2 there. I'm not going to get my wish, it seems. But yeah, that's pretty much North Rockfield there. Let's get this suburbed up. And unfortunately, because we have to not use any theme to get some of these nicer buildings, is we're going to get weird, like, American-style houses we'll have to bulldoze and keep an eye on. And technically, there's already some of those here in Southern Rockfield. Like, where are you? Yeah, like, most of these are junk. Just keep demolishing them until a nice European suburbia house appears. I thought I saw one over here somewhere that's yeah, that's fucking rundown house. Doesn't look European at all. So we've got that. They need their clinic, which I really wish, well, we're probably gonna give them a hospital here, make them some spare money. And then we will give them this one. I mean, Stinkenheim is right there, but this might be the major hospital for the rural part of the county. Unfortunately, it's fucking colossal. Do this, and then it backs onto the train tracks, maybe. Oh, that's incredibly fucking dangerous, but I can nudge you into the road. And then we can build a fence. Definitely not the safest place, you know. A paramedic train could just drop people off for us. Perfect. Let's just build a fence. Let's build a chain link fence. Don't fucking go there. It's actually a pretty shitty part of town next to the hospital, but I mean, it's better than dying. I actually am not in love with this at all. There's an incredibly high chance we'll revisit this, and by revisit I mean I'll probably just fucking track down a nice European brick clinic. But we've got the schools, we've got some water out here. Let's get this new block hooked up. There we go. Okay. Don't let me down. Don't let me down, North Rockfield. Oh, I forgot that these roads also allow parking, so that'll help the parking situation. It's not helping the fucking car situation, that's for sure. I feel we don't want a four-way right next to the bridge, but we have a four-way right next to the bridge over here, too. Anybody taking this pedestrian pathway? No, because I broke it, right. Ooh. Can I fix you myself? No, because you're a single piece. Yeah. Not a problem. Oh, I mean, a slight problem. What the fuck are you snapping to? Oh, because I'm on zonable, not just a pathway. So now people should cut across there. So that's weird. Well, our demand bottomed out. Oh, fucking Christ. We actually... 2,000 people lived on that side of Rockfield, and they all moved away. They haven't moved back. I'm just gonna have to let it simulate for a little bit, hope it fills back out. Money's not a... Well, actually, money might be a problem. Like I said, that industry income goes all over the place. Just hang out over here in Woodgrove. is. That's a nice view. That hospital, yeah, it fucks up the whole skyline, doesn't it? I'm gonna go freshen up my drink actually while we wait for North Rockfield to grow anyway, so I'll leave it here. Did you fill out on me, North? She's getting there. Unfortunately, most of North Rockfield is residential, and a residential demand bottomed out on us. So we can't really do any of that landscaping just yet. But people are crossing. That's good. Did I break the bus stop? Uh-oh. I did. I broke the bus stop. Oh, fuck. No, lines overview. I don't need to see. Woodgrove Express.
You're listening to the classics.
The-
And I just got some mail from one of our listeners, Todd H. Why did Johann Sebastian Bach throw out his harpsichord? Because it was
No, they both
Baroque.
go there.
Todd, a noble effort, but J.S. Bach loved his harpsichord and would never have thrown it out, as it would have almost certainly been dismantled and used as firewood
It
by the
looks
countless
like that's
peasant
still a bus
blacks.
stop. They just all stop on the same side now,
You're listening to the classics.
which is a little weird.
Baroque.
But I guess it makes sense. They can just all stand at the exact same bus stop, depending on which bus they want to take. Here's some people coming out the subway. They'll tell me where they stand. Yeah, not nearly as many people. Or maybe they don't want to take the bus. Maybe this pedestrian overpass makes it possible for them to walk all the way home. Although I am seeing a lot of people turn into cars. Parking lots are not as full now because we allow parking on the side of the streets with what is going on here. Hopefully this is just people moving into Rockfield for the first time and we'll start walking. I'm starting to see some houses. This is good. Yeah, this is. I mean, the fence was good, but its location relative to the rest of the city is fucking gaudy. So yeah, we need to find a nice brick clinic for them. Yeah, they are not taking that bus anymore. That's a problem. Some of them take the Woodgrove Express down Goldberg. Just a cursory glance at all our roads here. The roundabout's fine. This is a problem now. This is a bit of trouble. You know, I wonder if I should have just made this a 2-lane highway. So you just turn off into it. I wonder. Because you would do, because this would keep all the industrial traffic out of Rockfield, which there's not a lot, but I do see some of it. So you would come in, and you would turn off, you'd widen the angle over here, and then this would be a 2-way, and then this would be a 2-and-1. So you have room. That might work. Let's try that. Let's get a little crazy with some lane mathematics here. Maybe an asymmetrical highway. That's fine. And then you become a... Well, you'd become a 2-lane country road again. I don't think... Is there a 2-lane or a national road? National road goes 90. Let's give it a larf. Some line decorating to be done, that's for sure. The roads at this intersection have changed. Yeah, we'll reset this. Whoops. This is fine, this is fine, this is fine, this is fine. This is junk now. And then that'll be something we'll have to figure out. This double dash that goes nowhere. Also, we need to, said we'd widen this. Yellow needs to be, blue? Oh yeah, blue. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Yellow. There we go, there we go, okay. So this is this roundabout's getting a little busy, but that I think the lane math lines up on this. Delete it. This. Just, oh, that's a double solid. It just looked like a very thick solid line at a distance. Double solid. There we go. Okay, that still looks nice. And then technically I do want people turning either way. Really, I could have them turn left no matter what, and then they just, like, loop around. Because that would also keep them from blocking traffic, so let's do that. You have to turn left here. Let's get this decorated up. But I forget how we did the no, wait, we drew a line and then added a rule. right. Okay, now how the fuck am I gonna do this? So this is... This for sure you have to turn there. Double solid. Fucking Christ, maybe a dash. Yeah, just keep that as a dashed. And then this is... Go there. And you guys are allowed to turn on either one you want, I guess, so that stays there. Looks kind of looks a little messy, but I don't think we can really put a any fillers here. I think that's right, though. Let's see if that keeps the industrial traffic out of the city. The one problem with this is I think now anybody that wants to turn off onto this has to only be coming from here. So we have to give you one of these, otherwise they can't get to it. I mean, we could try one of these as well, but I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea. That might be a little too happening. Based on the fact that everybody here is waiting, it looks like it's a little too happening. And then I'm worried about some weird yielding rules. And I'm worried about some crosswalks, because there's some odd hesitations going on. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. There's a real build-up here that's starting to worry me if they don't smarten up. Wow, this filled up in a fucking hurry. What the hell happened? This one also has to go straight now, or they'll be trapped. I don't want you guys going here. That blocks the turn. I want you going there. You're hesitating. Why are you hesitating? No one's in your way, fellas. Just go for it. That might cause trouble later that they're allowed to block that junction, but I gotta get them out. Gotta get this unplugged. Holy fuck, I gotta get that unplugged. It looks like it works, it's just they're hesitating oddly. And that's just a nice little interchange, I feel, right there, Robin Way. We unplugged? Alright, this is unplugged, but what's your fucking problem now? Alright, well I gotta tell them that they're allowed to break the fucking law too, or they're never gonna go. And then because it was too backed up, now they fucking broke it. So let's strip all the traffic out. This could be a problem. This one's set up wrong now. I want to say it's set up right. They're just not... There's that weird hesitation. You know what? I'm gonna... We'll dress up while we wait. This line here. Why can't I add a rule? It's weird. They don't seem to be changing lanes? What do you mean? This isn't a perfect filler. I think it's because of this. Because I want it to be here, right? But I've already forgotten how to do it. Oh, now we can add a rule. Now that there's a filler, we can add a rule. What the fuck? It's this guy, or is it one of these? There, that's what we wanted. Add a rule, and then this filler can fuck off. And then I don't like these dashes, they're kind of gaudy.
Welcome to the classics. Classical music for classy people. And that's not classist.
There, I think that's right.
Classicist.
Yeah, that's right.
Look it up.
We've done it. Alright, well, they're not in anybody's way just yet. Traffic simulation's 82. Basically, if I check the traffic simulation, it's like 50. That means something's gone wrong over in Stinking Hat, because we're looking at this right now. And then, yeah, this is definitely a danger zone here while they're all competing for right of way, but now that we know how to do this, I think we can fix this one. Lines. How did I do this before? I've already forgotten. It's been not even 2 minutes. Oh, now I can add a rule. Why is it just some of them allow rules, but not others? This one. A bunch of these lines can go now. Filler depends on that. That sucks. Oh, right, because we make you transparent. We make you transparent if a filler depends on it. Okay. I'm not sure how to address this. I guess you do it like that. And then unfortunately those guys, they're actually allowed to drive through this one because I fucking fiddled with the lane rules. So this looks pretty nice. This one is too bad, not too bad. Yeah, okay, this is passable. It looks like it's marked properly from a distance. I think some of them are inaccurate, but this one's for sure marked properly, so I'm glad we did that. This one for sure is marked properly. That's just a little fugly, but I'm not really sure how else we would do it without leaving it blank. Alright, we're back up to 22,000. How are things looking in North Rockfield? It doesn't look that beautiful if we're being honest with each other, but... got this pedestrian pathway, so let's try to get these people over. I'm gonna say, well, not here, because then we'd lose this nice house we have, so over here. Stop that. Oof. Forgot the angle we were trying to go at. Oopsie. Okay. This is a uncomfortably long walkway. Which I'm not a massive fan of. Yeah, that's fucking weird looking. And then, because I made this too straight, the ramp's kind of shitty. So we can do something like that, and then it hovers, remember, because we did use anarchy, unfortunately. And, well, some people want to go across. Neat. Whoops, not that. Move it. Okay. Yeah, I'm not in love with this one. It's got to cover too much ground because the tracks diverge, so I feel maybe we want it to cross over here instead. And I'd be right. I'm planning around this hospital too much when I know we're going to delete it later, so we'll take this and then we'll cut over here and then fuck this house. This. Go, yep, just demolish more houses. Whatever, right? Yeah, that's a pretty steep ramp, but there's another way across the tracks now. And this one I feel is a little bit better because this one was kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Are we near a bus stop by chance? Well, we're kind of near a bus stop, so you could run over here. Bike across the tracks to get to South Rockfield. But our population is stalled out, so once again, we technically did nothing today. Ooh. Poor water coverage. Get you guys fixed up. There you go. Yeah, none of these... Oh, that's because I actually didn't fill this back in. But none of these low residential density ones are filling in. But that's because we unzoned a bunch of shit because I'm a bozo. And there's some trees taking over. Oh fuck, there's that power trouble we had. We are 5 megawatts over, which is just gonna balloon as time goes on. I said I would love to do like a solar power plant facility off the side of the road somewhere. We could also build this gas power plant, which is a little cheaty. That's a nice... I like the look of it. But that would require us to import gas because we don't have any industrial resources for that. Okay, this is still looking good. Just to be clear, people live without electricity and had outhouses a long time ago, but self-sufficient houses are a totally different thing. Good to know, Brittany Brown. Speaking of Brittany Brown, turn the power on or the sewage is going to back up, I'm sure. Yeah, fucking, I don't know. What is your problem? You live in the country. Oh, the garbage is piled up. Just fucking go drop it off. It's right there. It's right there. Go drop it off yourself. Garbage reserves are almost full. Maybe this recycling center can't process Rockfield on its own, which is worrying. And I mean, I think an incinerator might be too close. Incinerator might be too close to the town. It's not, and we're going to give them an incinerator instead of a recycling center because this is fucking... Whoa! Didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna go double incinerator right along the highway here. Ah, I said we were gonna rearrange this though, didn't I? Shit. Oh well, too late. We can hopefully tidy this up with the curve tool in the network multi-tool. Let's see what we got. Network multi-tool is under roads. So we want curve. That's way too much. Basically, this is fucking good. Damn it. This is just a really fucking ugly angle it keeps making. I just need an extra node in there, I think. No, good God! Oh, what did I do wrong? Weird. Why is it curving? Set to straight. It's really weird. So that's a little garbage annex for the city there. I mean, I could put a dump there. but the dump might slowly fill up, and it would also just put way more trucks on the road. I could turn it off, but then it'll always say that it's been turned off. Can you fucking... Okay, that's a less retarded one. That's also a lot nicer. Recycling center, we can get a French garbage dump. Processes 128,000 garbage per week and it outputs 40 garbage trucks? Oh my god, this is just if you wanted to hide it in your neighborhood, I suppose. But I don't. That keeps the pollution away from the city, and I don't think pollution even affects the farms, so... And I feel even this is bad. This is a very fucking space-intensive thing. I should have just made it a square. It didn't need this curve. You're yielding, right? I don't want any trouble. You're not yielding. And we do have a bit of a problem with the storage buildings being right on the main thoroughfare. But generally, I don't see any traffic trouble in Woodgrove. I don't see any pileups. I'm actually just going to remove these dashes. I hate them. So there's a big chunk of unmarked pavement, but I'm not really sure how to go about terminating lines, or they just always slam into each other. Is the garbage still piling up? Oh, you finally did your fucking job? Because I don't think you get more trucks, right? 27 trucks? How many trucks does a recycling center put? Actually, I think a recycling center only puts out 15. 15, yeah, maybe it was just a matter of trucks. Just not enough throughput. We're at 23 now. Okay, the city's actually growing. This is a popular overpass. How's the bridge look? Probably garbage trucks and cargo. I'll make that cobblestone just so it kind of looks like the bridge goes into a old bit of cobbled road. Plus there's no pedestrian pathways we have to fiddle with. But I don't like how busy this is. It's actually causing buildup. It's your fault. This road has to go. Because that way, these guys are mostly turning, and these guys are mostly turning, and there's almost no traffic here. So that should fix that, I hope. We're going to lose a little bit of development here, but we can capitalize on the alley.
This is the Classics, the city's #1 source for music older than the city itself.
Actually, I didn't get much more development there. That's a shame. Whoops. Oh, no, you don't. We use high density over here, fellas. So you're turning, you're turning, you're turning. I think the corner might be a little too sharp, so we're going to widen you up. still kind of get in each other's way. There's a crosswalk to be worried about as well. Alright, that's daffodils draining. Oh boy, now I've just caused trouble in another way. It's the bus. This needs to be a regular road because that bus is a problem. Can I get something with a bus lane? Looks like I can't. We'll make the color match at least. Just a good old-fashioned four-laner. You know, I really don't. I really just need something with a bus lane. Do you have anything like that for me? So one way with a bus lane. What's this? Asymmetrical road with bike lanes. Oh, no thanks. A 3-lane with a bus. This I think. Yes. Hey, Justin. So the bus pulls in and the bus isn't in anyone's way. Okay. So that was the ticket there, I think. Looks like we tidied that up. Tell you what though, I think we'll try to put some residential leading up to the bridge here. Don't you fucking dare be low density, you peasant fuck. Get off of Daffodil Street. Sorry, this is Poplar Street, but still, get off. Thank you. Then I want another path here, because I guess there is a hole in the zoning that we can take advantage of. Let's do some freeforming here, just so it looks a little more natural. I'm gonna hope that we can curve that the other way. Section there, okay, okay. There we go, that's what I want. That's more what I wanted. There we go. And then you apparently didn't go all the way to the road. You know you did, but you're being weird about it. So let's redraw it just to be safe. You have anarchy on this one. Hey, asshole, touch the road. What am I looking at? This worries me, but it might be because he's touching that cobblestone road and it's kind of doing its own thing. Oh, wait. Are you forcing type? You're forcing type. No, you're still being fucking weird about this. Well, it's a real path, I just don't know why there's a dead end there. Just wait to see if somebody crosses onto it. Looks like nobody wants to use it, actually. Something's up. Yeah, someone should have used that by now, and they're not. I don't trust this cobblestone. What the fuck is going on here? I was in parks and not miscellaneous paths. What is... Oh, wait. Is this your fault then? This is someone's fault, and I want to know whose. There's another way. There's another way. I think this intersection is not playing nice. Which is frustrating, but I mean, really, just this path's already okay. So yeah, fuck it. Is it because I messed with the turns on that intersection? I don't think so. I don't think I've ever seen that come into play like that. But we're just gonna assume that intersection's haunted and walk away from it. Because it saved the bridge traffic flow, so I don't want to fuck it up just for a pedestrian pathway. And, oh Christ. This steals a bunch of this. Ah, fuck it. I'm gonna unzone. I'm gonna unzone this bridge, because that gives us back this, which apparently that house was just waiting to rebuild itself magically. And then I'm going to build a hedge fence, which will unfortunately break this zoning, so that's not as cool as I thought it would be. Sure shit do it over here. Please don't go on to this part of town. It's just for the bridge. I never knew you could do that with a curve and offset it like this. That makes that tool much more robust than I thought. Actually, I can pretty much drag you right to the edge of the pavement, which hopefully won't de-zone you, but I bet you it will. No? Okay, good. Good, that's nice. Very sharp. Look at that. Oh, Jesus Christ, time flies. I thought I was like, we already know how we're going to decorate Rockfield. This is a smaller part of Rockfield. We should get this out of the way really fast. But apparently our little traffic cleanup and our expansion to Wood Grove here really chewed up the afternoon. But we're probably going to be back later tonight for another City Skylines stream, so we will have time to finish Rockfield. Don't you worry. Just get those little courtyards. I don't even know what we're going to do here. This might just be wilderness. And then, now that it's developed on both sides of the tracks, we can start to decide what we're going to do with the actual ground. Maybe even take this grass out. Maybe try to just paint this with dirt. Although, that can be a little tricky when you get things like this, where one kind of terrain meets another. There's a weird seam. Not here, though, so that's what we're going to do. Brush size. Whoops. Let's do like brush size 3. Thringle 3. Okay, single it is, if you say so. We can also fence this in as well, so it looks like this is the railroad company's land. I don't really have any nice decorations for like railroad workers or spare supplies. I would like to do like a service road or something. Where like they would drive out to do repairs on the line. But we don't really have the props for that, so let's not. And like I said the other day, like trains are a really weak part of the game for me, so it's not like we have a realistic amount of tracks anyways. It's actually a lot of dirt. This is going to look really fucking messy. We're going to have to do some really nice landscaping for this to look believable. Probably a lot of like undergrowth and bushes, short trees. Am I painting over the... I am. I'm also painting over the hills, which I'm not a huge fan of actually, because it makes the elevation harder to see. A lot harder to see. But there's grass, otherwise fuck. I'm starting to change. You know what? No, we'll just it gets grassy near it, because this is kind of like, well, I wouldn't say it's supernatural, but it doesn't look completely stupid where the dirt meets the grass. So we'll keep some grass on the hills, but the rest of it will be dirt. All right, that's actually really fucking fugly. We're gonna have to landscape that quite heavily. And then, yeah, I guess we'll mostly do the courtyards in North Brockfield next time. Like I said, the afternoon really got away from us. Yeah, that is a really fucking fugly contrast there. What do you got there? Just some grass. Whatever. Probably try to line it with bushes. Like this.
Good to have you back. I've got an email from a listener who asks, you only play ancient music, play something new. Well, concerned listener, I think you might be confused. We don't play any music from antiquity. You're thinking of our rival Plato 88.0 at 88.4.
That looks nice.
Practically all the music.
So we'll have to do that over here.
400 years. Thanks for listening.
Okay, and then this is definitely the railroad's land. I'm not sure, Justin. You might be able to set the vehicle on PC to force a different sound, but I'm not sure about console. I mean, they actually do a different sirens. I'm just not sure about in the game. This took too long. I think it doesn't look that nice, but it took too long and I'm committed. There's another we'll have to take care of. Yeah, and then that's pretty much where their claim on Rockfield ends. And then the same up over here. And then I won't do it right now, but once we start landscaping it, we'll want to fence it off with... I don't even know. I want maybe barbed wire. I feel that feels a little too imposing. Maybe just the chain link like we have around the hospital. But I think the chain link has like some tarp on it, which we wouldn't have. It's got a little barrier on the bottom. You know what? I think we might go industrial chain link fence to block in the railroad company's land. But we'll need to get this landscape. This needs to be forested. We've got, of course, our traditional Rockfield courtyards we need to get filled in. I need to find a new hospital for later. 24,000 though, 6,000 to get to 30,000 milestone, which I think just gives us university campus buildings, which is very space intensive, and I think we'd pretty much have to build a village or small city completely revolving around the university and then amalgamate that into Stinkenheim later. And also later tonight we should probably work on a power complex. Maybe solar, because I think that's very cost effective for where we are right now. Also, we won't have to worry about any imports. Keeps things nice and clean, like with our little farmland turbines. So Rockfield getting closer, getting ever closer on Rockfield. We're gonna spend more time in Rockfield than we have in the rest of Stinkenheim at this rate, but this place is looking really sharp, so I don't regret it for a second. I think I need to move this bus stop. This one here, I think this needs to be the other one, because yeah, they all have to wait for it. So where's that nice one? I don't think it's a bus on both sides. I don't know it is a bus on both sides. Oops. Well, that'll be fun. I think this road forces the bus to have to stop on this side. We'll see. No, he still thinks he gets to stop on both sides, huh? There's no 4-lane with bus stops that'll fit there. A 6-lane? No, just a 4-lane. Don't do this to me here. A 4-lane... It's fucking massive. Why can't you just have narrow streets that risk your very life? Why can't you do that for me? See you, man. This is what I want. A 4-lane, 2-way bus road with a bus lane. No parking allowed. There. Creates a traffic light? You fucking wish it created a traffic light. No. Alright, now should be a little bit tidier. Now people don't have to wait for the bus. Creates a brief break in our bus lane, but I think it won't slow down your bus journey to the point where they'll care. Plus, this is the edge of town. Just don't ride your bus here. Just don't do that. I think we're okay. Yep, they're driving past the bus, but then the bus does have to pull in front of them. So I'm actually just going to make this whole thing the bus lane. It's too cramped for him otherwise. And, you know, we're trying to make this a walkable city, so... The bus needs room. This is actually a good idea, because that means the bus isn't taking up space in this major intersection. It's a little fucky here, aren't you? You guys have... Yep, you're stopping. Okay, you know what? I'm going to make those yields, because I'm not sure the difference between a stop and a yield is in the traffic manager. Still, nobody's really getting in anyone's way. Roundabouts clean. 81%. Okay, good. So yeah, mostly rock field detailing again. We need to expand our power. What am I talking about? This is outro. This is outro monologue stuff. But like I said, we need some more power, so we need to build a power complex somewhere since we're going to slowly decommission Stenchburg. We need to landscape North Rockfield and that railroad gulch. I said I was going to reorganize the like factory buildings for Woodgrove, but I might not. We might not get around to that. And then I think once we get Rockfield under control, we might move on to the historic waterfront district that we were going to make. Remember, over next to Federal Square? Because we have fisheries and harbors and warehouses we can do. Have a little sort of urban renewal theme over there. We have some piers that we can build as well. I think it'll look really nice. And the farmland plus a lumber industry plus a few factories in the historic waterfront, I think lets us bulldoze Stenchburg. And then we can make that a commercial and residential development. And that also gives us access to that gorge by Delta Estates, because I wanted to make that a nature reserve, remember. So yeah, I think we'll be revisiting the main Stinkenheim area once we finish up Rockfield. And that also means that we'll need to finally address that that subway tunnel, because that's just something quick and dirty, remember. Oh, that's a great shot. Get Riverside, Puyallup, Dixon Place. You can almost see Rockfield from this. There's some more Dixon Place. But yeah, thanks for coming out to watch, and I hope to catch you later tonight with more Rockfield. So until then.